What's the deal? I'm Dale Cover. Welcome to a special episode of the podcast. Happy Sunday. And we got a very special guest in the studio today. We're joined by founder of M.A.D.I.R Wear, my man.
Yeah.
Madir.
How you doing, man?
How are you, brother?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, man.
Welcome to the
Appreciate
podcast. Showing the shirt, huh? What's that say? Tell them what this says, brother.
Acronym. M.A.D.I.R, making all dreams into reality. You know what I mean? Failure is not an option, so the only solution is victory.
The only solution is victory. I saw you posted that yesterday.
Yeah.
You always post that.
I always post it in my hashtags, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It always resonates, though, brother.
Yeah, it does, you know what I mean? Everything is strategically put in place, you know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. Failure is not an option. The only solution is victory.
What do you mean when you say everything is strategically put in place? That seems like it has a deeper meaning.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you'll see a lot of things nowadays in social media and stuff like that. You see a lot of things people say or do, and they probably don't even know why they're doing it. They probably do it because they think it's cool, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. But with me, when I decided to do what I was doing, you know, I'm saying making all my dreams into reality. You know what I mean? And for me, failure is not an option. So that's like, it's all in place. I'm going to make my dreams to reality. And while I'm doing it, I'm not thinking about failing. You know what I mean? And the only solution is victory. Back in the day, in African times, way back when Shaka Zulu, the most famous warrior of them all, went to battle, those are one of the things that he always said. The only solution is victory. So regardless, we going into this battle not thinking about losing. We're going to win.
Now, I may be getting my stories mixed up, but I don't know if it was him. Was he the guy that burned all the boats?
Shaka, yeah.
That was Shaka?
Shaka.
Said, we got no escape. There's no way to escape right now. The boats are gone.
It's gone. You know what I mean? It's a wrap.
And I think that's what you got to do as an entrepreneur or somebody that's trying to live their dream. You got, you know what I mean? So one quote that I think Eric Thomas says, or maybe it's Les Brown. I think it's Les Brown. What does he say? He says, one of the worst things that can happen to make people fail is like the comfort of a good paying job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you have these dreams, but you're so comfortable and you're so afraid to lose what you think you have.
Yeah.
That, you know, you're afraid to take that risk.
You're afraid to take that risk. A lot of people do that though, man, you know. You know, and I mean, like, I'm not one of those people because I've been to the bottomless pit, you know what I mean? And I try to climb my way out. So I know what it feels like to lose. So I don't have a problem with that. So anything else that I do, I can only gain from it. There's no losing. Yeah. You know, and that's the way I see it. That's the way I see everything that I do. You know, I mean, that's why I'm so passionate about it. And at times, my voice go from here to here, and people probably think like, you know, oh, why you so angry? Why you so this? Why you so that? But they don't understand. It's the passion. Yeah. The passion level go from 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they just don't understand. You know.
It sounds like you got to work with a lot of people to get your stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, gotta. Sometimes you just gotta. You know, just try to make people understand or see what you see.
Which is very hard to do.
Which is very hard to do. I've tried that many times.
That might be one of the hardest things in the world to do.
Yeah, I lost a lot of people that didn't see what I was seeing. Yep. And as the time went by, when I was telling them at that time, they was like, you know what I mean? But as time went by, I like to turn non-believers into believers, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, now I see what you was talking about. I'm like, I told you. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And I just always felt as though, I don't know, maybe it felt like I was ahead, you know what I mean? But maybe I wasn't, maybe I was, I don't know, you know what I mean? Maybe they just was too slow in catching on. Yeah. You know, and that's just it, so.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense if you look at the environment that we come from. I mean, it's all about examples. Yeah. It's very hard to see something or envision something, or let me say it a different way. It's very hard to do something if you can't see it. Yeah, yeah. And then when we don't see things, you know, we don't have, the ideas are not, you know what I mean? They just seem impossible. Yeah, yeah. And so that's one of the good things when you say maybe you're ahead. Nah, I think that's what people need. They need to see like, oh, okay, well, Madir did it like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's possible. I see what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. How he got started. I could do that. And they're gonna take it and they may take it to add to it. You know what I mean? Because each generation is builds upon one another. So that's great, and that's what people needed, man.
Hey, man, that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Like the way my brain always works is like, it's like through man's thought, substance takes form, and in that substance, the power of creation could be seen. You know what I mean? Now it's up to you to bring it to life. So if I'm telling you something that I see in my brain and you don't see it, now I gotta like bring it to life. Like, look here.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it in my brain, but here's what it is. Yeah. You know, and that's what I do with these jackets, with the hats, with whatever I film. You know what I mean? And there used to be a time where people used to laugh. Like, you're not gonna do that. That's, you know what I mean? And I used to be like, all right, watch me, you know. And that's what I like to do, man. I like to spark conversation, thought, you know what I mean, emotions, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean, to get to where I gotta go. And that's what I do all the time.
Yeah. Just keep creating. I like that, man. Yeah.
Keep creating.
I put out a meme that I like to say, ideas in the head are worth more in the hand. Yeah. Right? Because, I mean, and I think it's funny how we look at certain people will say, oh, Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook dude, he's a genius. Or we look at Bill Gates, these guys, we say these guys are geniuses. But I look at it a different way. I feel like we're all geniuses. Yeah. The reason why is we all have ideas. Like, we can all imagine anything, you know? And like we said before, the more you see, the better your imagination gets. Because you think things are possible. But we all had ideas, great ideas. But it's the ones that act on an idea and stick with it long enough to make it manifest in its reality. Those are the ones we look at and we say, oh, this guy's a genius. But when you really look at it, all that person really did was believe in it and stick to it. And that's something that anyone can do. It's hard to do. It's hard work. You know, and there's ups and downs and there's negativity. And you're probably your own worst critic, right? I mean, absolutely. That's how we're programmed to think. But I think we're all creative geniuses.
Consistency too, man. You know what I mean? You just have to be consistent, man. You have to believe in it. And a lot of people don't understand the way your mind works is you have to be able to unlock different dimensions in your brain. And that's the way the brain is. You know, our heads is not super big, like physically, but like it's the whole world. Your mind is bigger than the world. You have to be able to unlock these different dimensions in your mind, in your brain. You know what I mean? Just like how your brain teaches my hands to move and my feet to move and to be coordinated. You know, a boxer brain teaches, Floyd Mayweather brain teaches him how to move, bob, weave, and you know, all these different dimensions. You have to be able to stay in tune to that. You see what I'm saying? You have to be able to stay in tune to it. You have to be able to unlock these different dimensions in your brain to bring out that genius level or whatever they call it. Rappers do it. The best rappers do it. The best actors do it. Best actresses, the best engineer, whoever. You know what I mean? You have to be able to unlock these different dimensions. That's where the passion comes from. That's where, when you unlock it, or you get that certain key to unlock that dimension in your mind, and you're like, oh my God, like, I'm going to go ahead and do this, you know what I mean? And that determines if other people are going to call you a genius or not. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Got a couple comments here. I saw something yesterday. I was looking at it, and it was interesting. Let me turn this down. I don't condone this, but they had an artist, and they gave the artist PCP. And they had him draw a picture of a person sitting there. The person was sitting there, and they gave the artist PCP, and then they timed him. They was like, okay, 1 hour after having the dose of PCP, he would draw the picture. And then hour and a half, he's drawing the same picture, the same session. You know what I'm saying? And they said, this is what he drew after 2 hours. This is what he drew after 2.5 hours or whatever. What was interesting about that, and the reason why I bring it up, because you talk about unlocking the mind, and I guess people, PCP and drugs are kind of a shortcut to that. And I'll ask you how you did it without, you know, PCP and stuff like that. You could see, like, the first drawing was like, oh, this guy's a good artist. It was like exactly what he saw. Like, he drew it like a good sketch artist. But once he got to like the 2.5 hours, it was so like artistic.
Yeah.
You see, you know what I'm trying to say? It was like, it was a cool thing to see.
Yeah,
like one of the pictures, I was like, all right, this dude must have just fell asleep because this is like a line drawn or whatever. It looked funny, but right after that, it just looked so.
Yeah.
That that stuff like that kind of art that you look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was just weird.
Yeah.
But the way they laid it out and showed it, I was like, that's.
Yeah, I know exactly
cool
what you're talking about.
How they would do that.
Yeah.
But as far as that's a shortcut. I mean, and there's a lot of. Talk about that, but as far as not using external substances, how would you go about?
Well,
how do you get in your creative zone? Because that's some interesting stuff.
Well, I mean, with me, it's well. First of all, the way I came up with the name, it wasn't me being on any drugs and nothing like that. But I was just in a in a tight space where there was nothing to do but to think. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And sometimes, when you're in a quiet space and there's nothing around you or something like that, it's almost kind of like being on a drug because you're in a meditative state.
Yeah.
You see? So now with me, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, because I practiced it for so long, it's like, I could be in a room full of people yelling and screaming, but once I get into that mind state, you know what I mean? It's like they're not there. Mm-hmm. And that's how I do it, you know what I mean? I try to, like, not think of what I like, but what I think other people would like. Mm-hmm. So when I close my eyes, or whether it's open and I'm in that meditation state of mind, you know what I mean? Those are the things that I see in my head. It's like, okay, I'm going to do this way or do this that way. And even if I don't know exactly what I'm doing, I see it in my brain, kind of like a musician see notes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then I'll go to another person that's an artist and be like, yo, this is what I see. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'll tell it to them. Mm-hmm. And I want to see if they could bring it to life. And a lot of times if we on the same wavelength, you know what I mean? They'll see it. They'll see it exactly the way I see it, and they'll bring it to life, and I'll be like, yup, that's it right there.
All right, that's cool, man. So there's a lot of layers to that. So
yeah, it's a lot of layers. Bob Marley used to do that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, he'll tell a musician something, you know what I mean? And he'll be like, this is what I see, or whatever. It goes like this. And then it's up to the musician to be able to, you know what I mean?
Bring it out, yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It's deep, it's dope.
Yeah, so the meditation thing is I feel you on that, because it's like you got to be able to turn your brain off. We got so much stimulation.
Yeah.
It's like you got a million things going on at one time, and all you're trying to do is focus on your, trying to be creative. But
yeah.
You got things going off, phones beeping, thoughts in your head running. So it's definitely. It's a good thing. And I was listening to something the other day, Rakim.
Yeah.
He was saying something similar to that, and it had me like, So it's interesting that you're even saying that now.
Yeah,
Rakim they was asking about how his writing process, and he was just basically saying the same thing. He's just like, I just sit there and I just meditate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get quiet.
Yeah.
And I just, go through it in my head, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's super dope, man. Like, people, the times, I want to say, like nowadays, makes people brain a lot weaker, because I can remember times where I can remember 1,000 numbers or directions. Now you just put in a GPS. Like, I don't even know people's phone numbers. Like, you just punch it in, So I try not to leave that behind where my brain is just all messed up, where I can't think for myself, you know what I mean? So sometimes all I need is the peace and quiet. Like, sometimes I'll be in my house and the only thing you hear is the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Everything else to be quiet. And that's what takes me into the trance that I need to go into to figure something out, or figure a design out, or what I'm going to do, or how I want to do it, and how I think it would look. Because just that, little noise from the refrigerator
rocks you into a rhythm.
Yeah, it just rocks me right into the rhythm, right where I need to be, you know what I mean, to take me to another trance, to figure out what I want to do. You know what I mean? I always thought it was pretty dope. Plus, I like reading a lot of dope books too. You know what I mean? Not the regular old books that
metaphysics and all that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Book of Secrets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it helps me kind of like concentrate and go into that meditation mode. So that's what I do. That's what I like to do, man.
Oh, that's interesting, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had that conversation, man, because I be on that kick, man, reading up on that stuff too. So, yeah. So when you first what got you into the clothing line? Like when you first started, what did you start with, and how did you bring that to fruition?
So I'll be like 100% honest, you know what I mean? Like I had a bad time in my life, well, all my life, where I wasn't doing nothing good and I was doing everything bad. And, I started having children and stuff like that, and I decided like I wasn't going to do this stuff no more. It's something else I need to do. Like, I feel as though everyone has a purpose on this planet, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you have to find out what it is, and then you have to bring it to light.
Yep. So
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna just get a 9 to 5 because it's not gonna be what I like. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna be a rapper. I'm not gonna be all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. What do I want to do that'll be a legacy? I might not be able to make $1 million from it, but maybe 1 million years from now, when I'm gone, people will still be trying to decipher it like they do with the pyramids and everything else, mm-hmm. hieroglyphics and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is why I do what I do. You know what I mean? This is why I came up with the name, making all dreams into reality, because mm-hmm. that's what you do from the day you're born to the day you die. You know what I mean? That's what you do. If you got a regular tricycle, you trying to get a bike with training wheels. You got a bike with training wheels. You trying to get a 10-speed. You get a 10-speed. You trying to get a car. Mm-hmm. You got a Toyota. You trying to get a Benz. You got a Benz. You trying to get a mm-hmm. Lexus and mm-hmm. whatever else, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So I figured this is what it is. This is what my legacy will be. Like when I'm gone, people will still be like, "Oh, I wonder what made him do this or what made him do that." You know what I mean? And that's what it's basically about. You know what I mean? It's about a legacy for me. It's not about $1 million. You know what I mean? You got riches and you got wealth. I'm in it for the riches, not the wealth. Mm-hmm. Although it might come along with it and the fame or whatever else. You know what I mean? Because I go places people know me that I don't even know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I started off with the T-shirts. We got a store on Cranston Street. We was there for a while. When we got there, like before that, only the mall was doing customized shirts. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. We got there. The mall was charging $30, $40 a shirt. We got there. One base price, $25 per shirt. We'll do whatever you want us to do with your shirt. Because we from the streets and we know style, we'll match your shirts with your Jordans. We'll make you look fly. Nice. You know what I mean? We'll make you look cool. Yeah. And that's what we started to do. But mm-hmm. we didn't go to school for any of it. We didn't go to school for hot press, screen print, nothing. I sat in that store and I learned all of that on my own. Yeah. I always felt as though one only learns what one teaches self. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can mm-hmm. learn everything you need to know mm-hmm. on your own if you really into it like that. Yeah. So that's what we did. And the way I started getting my name around mm-hmm. before I got this logo, this like my top selling logo right here, was every time I did somebody's shirt, I would just print out this little thing that said Wear M.A.D.I.R. Now I know it's Madir Wear, but Wear M.A.D.I.R, if you break it down, is W-E-A-R. W-E-A-R. We are making all dreams into reality. Mm-hmm. And I would press it on the back of people's shirt. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So mm-hmm. that way it was like kind of like promotion. So if I pressed it on your shirt, you went somewhere else, somebody would see it. Yeah. Like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now I need to find out where he got that shirt from. Yeah. And boom, they will find me, and then boom, boom. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a domino effect, and that's how we did it. Mm-hmm. And then we got into customizing sneakers and, started asking people that was doing it before me. They was teaching me, and mm-hmm. June mm-hmm. is one of your people, right? Mm-hmm. It's my guy right there, you know what I mean? He was like a main source I used to go to. He used to teach me a lot of stuff. He used to always come to the store, you know what I mean? Teach me how to paint and how to... crazy that dude, man. Yeah, and another young blood, Corey Brown, you know what I mean? He used to teach me a lot of this stuff. Mm-hmm. And, as time goes by trial and error, you know what I mean? And I just kept doing it. And then everyone wants to do T-shirts and stuff like that. So we had to turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
Because
in front of the pack.
you gotta stay in front of the pack because
yeah.
I know they all watching. Everyone's watching. They on the heels.
Yeah.
So it's like you always gotta stay a notch ahead of the pack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try to make it. So when they doing T-shirts, I'm like, I'm gonna keep doing T-shirts, but we gonna do hats. You start doing hats, like, all right, we're gonna do jackets, we're gonna do jeans, we're gonna put crystals, we're gonna do stuff that is out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? We're gonna turn it up a notch every time.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. We're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those people that think I know everything, where I don't ask questions and I don't ask for help. You know what I mean? If it's something I don't know, like, I have to ask somebody for help or kind of guide me. And sometimes it's just like the universe just gives it to me. I don't be asking, and somebody will call me and will be like, yo, listen. But they wouldn't even know that they helping me. You know what I mean? And they would be like, listen, let me talk to you for a minute. This is what I think. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll be like, all right. Not one of those people like, don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? I'll take heed to everything, and I'll take what I can from it. You know what I mean? Leave the rest and make my own melting pot. And that's how I do it.
So I feel you on that, and here's why. I saw the jacket you made for Wyclef. And when I saw it, the first thing I thought, I started looking around, finding other pictures. I was like, the thing that came out to me, I was like, a lot of work went into that jacket.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a T-shirt that he just put out and printed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was highly customized from the design, the cut, the style, and all of that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So talk about that.
Well, I mean, first of all, I got to give my man props too. My man Ed, you know what I mean? Idolized by millions. If anybody know this dude, they know he's super dope. You know what I mean? His name is Ed, and his Instagram is Idolized by Millions.
Okay.
That's his line.
Idolized by Millions.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
People need to go follow him. So we just, when I knew he was coming, I got the jacket, and I'm like, all right, what could we do with this jacket that's gonna fit him? You know what I mean? We just not just gonna give him a jacket like here. You know what I mean? And we thought about it. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and I'm like, like it really wasn't coming to me at first. But it was just that easy when we really got together, and we like, all right, he's from Haiti. You know what I mean? He grew up in New York. You know what I'm saying? Plays the guitar. You know what I mean? And then it just started coming like that. This is a kid that came from Haiti to the United States, and he made all his dreams to reality. He was a preacher's son. You know what I mean? And that's how the ideas, like I said, is strategically in place all the time. You have to think about everything like that. So it started off with just Wyclef, then it's music, then it's the guitar, you know what I mean? Then we got to make it a little rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? Because all those elements fits him. And that's how we came up with the double guitars on the back, with the skull, New York, Haiti, the map of Haiti, that musical note, and then the making all dreams to reality, you know what I mean? And I mean, like, when we got done with it, we was just like, whoa, this jacket right here is like mind blowing, you know what I mean? Like, I was like just gassed off it. Now it's like, what is he gonna say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be super confident like he gonna love this jacket. He gotta wear it, you know what I mean? But I was just gassed off it. And when I went to, because I work at FET too, you know what I mean? That's a plug right there, FET. I need to check for that.
Good people.
Yeah, good FET's people. Good people. I've been there for a long time. Saw good people, good environment. But I didn't bring the jacket inside.
So Wyclef came to FET.
He came to FET, came to do the sound check. I didn't bring the jacket inside purposely.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You didn't want to just be like, hey, just throw it on.
Yeah, hey, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I got in there, you know, he's doing sound checks, done. Humble dude, man. He's talking to everybody.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, talking to everybody, man. I mean, everybody, not obnoxiously. Like, he's talking like he knew people forever.
Yeah.
And when I went to him, I'm like, yo, what's up? You know, my name is Madir. And he shook my hand and hugged me. That's how I already knew the energy was like real, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, I knew you was coming, and I put something together for you, you know what I mean? I was wondering, you know, if I could give it to you. And he's like, yo, man, you know, I go a lot of places. People do a lot of stuff for me, you know what I mean? But they don't really be like dope, you know what I mean? And he's like, look at me, you know I'm a fly dude. And I was like, yeah, I feel you. Wait right here, I'll be right back. And I went to the car and got it. And I came back in and like everybody else was just going nuts over it before I even got to him. And he had like a little smirk on his face. And I'm like, this is what I got for you, you know what I mean? And he just looked at it, you know, analyzing it, you know what I mean? He just broke out like, I ain't gonna front, that jacket is crack. I love it, you know what I mean? I'm wearing it on stage tonight. And I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And we got, you know, when the night started, he had some cats from some openers from Hawaii.
Yep.
And I had my merch table out there, and as soon as they saw my shirts and stuff, like they bought that, the singers bought 3 of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they wore it on stage before Wyclef even got on, shouted me out, you know what I mean? Making all dreams to reality, appreciate the love. I'm like, okay, cool. Wyclef got on stage, but he came with a Versace shirt on at first. Did a few songs, you know what I mean? And like, it's like everybody, it's like an out-of-body experience, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in there was just like, it's like they was rooting because they just wanted to see it so bad. And then he went off stage. One of the security came and was like, he's gonna wear it. Like, I see it, it's right there. And he went on stage and he came back on stage and had the jacket on. And it's like the whole place just erupted, you know what I mean? Because they knew it was like a hometown son, you know what I mean? And he just rocked out with it and was like, shout out to Madir, making all dreams into reality, follow your dreams. And it's like everybody just went crazy. It's like they was just rooting for, you know what I mean? Like, we got one, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was happy about it, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
you know, I'm like, you know, like we still got a long way to go. It's just not about Wyclef, it's about the world.
It's about moments, though.
Yeah, it's about moments, exactly.
The fact that you took the time to really, like you said, people just, he even said it.
Yeah.
I get a lot of stuff. People just want, here, throw, you know, take this t-shirt that I took off the shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you actually went that extra mile.
To
customize it and think about him in that. That's rare.
Yeah, it says a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And I know you read enough books to know that you read the Dale Carnegie and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see you.
Absolutely.
That's how you gotta approach people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta make people feel like they matter.
They matter.
And you did that with that.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can use a jacket too, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah. You know.
That jacket was fresh, though.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. We as far as the, you know, the flight jackets and stuff like that, we kind of try to do one of one. So that way you don't go somewhere and you see somebody else with the same jacket. And when I say one of one, I mean the jacket will be the same style, but like the way the logo will be different colors. It won't be, so in other words, you won't go somewhere and see somebody with a red and blue Madir logo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We'll flip it. We'll always flip and bounce the colors. You know what I mean? And just try to make it as vibrant as possible.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so, you know. And everywhere people go when they wear the jackets, they always call me like, oh, thank you, I went over here and somebody saw my jacket and they loved it and they're gonna be calling you, you know what I mean? So it's a good feeling, man. Like, we just can't wait to take it to the next level, wherever that'll be, whatever, you know, whether it's more stores or more people wearing it or whatever, but we can't be denied. We won't be denied.
Yeah.
We just gonna keep moving, you know.
And you say we a lot. When you is
yeah, and the reason why I say that because it's just not me. Like, I'm not a selfish person, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's people that help me out along the way, man, you know what I mean? Whether it's an idea or, you know, just a conversation or whatever it is, you know what I mean? I feel as though that's why I say we, because all these people help me. They give me little tools, little jewels. Like I said, they might not even know they doing it. You know what I mean? They might drop a little jewel on me. I sold a dude a jacket and he's like, yo, I hope you don't mind me saying this is ours. You know what I mean? And it, like, I felt good about that because Like, I know he believe in me so much that he's gonna go to the next person and be like, yo, this is what we make. This is our stuff. You know what I mean? M.A.D.I.R, you know what I'm saying? That just made me feel good. You know what I mean? That's why I always say we, because people help me out along the way. You know what I mean? I have my own thought. I know what I want to do, but the little jewels that people give me and stuff like that really helps me out, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Word. So, that's not all you do.
Nah.
You do a lot of stuff, bro. You do a lot.
Do a lot of stuff. Besides the customizing, the jacks and all that, we film. Before, I used to do a magazine, DVD magazine called The Saga Continues. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. And what we used to basically do, what I used to do was go around, film people that was coming up, and people that was already in the industry, stuff like that, rappers, you know what I mean? Give them my shirt, make them do drops, ask them to do drops for me and stuff like that. So we do a lot of filming. Then I stopped doing that and we started doing web series. I did a web series called Ghetto Celebs. We did like 4 episodes. We had athletes in it, all types of stuff. And then we just did Double Standards that was written by Serena. Keep It a Bean on her Instagram, you know what I mean? Shout out Serena. Stan, I met Serena through Stan. Hi, M.A.D.I.R, my guy, you know what I mean?
Good work.
Yeah, good work. And I met her through him. She wrote the script, and I liked it because all the other stuff I was doing had to do with only streets, you know what I mean? Shooting, drug dealing, whatever. And that was something that I really, really wanted to do because I really liked it. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with none of that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I liked it and kind of latched onto it. At first, I was like, you know, I don't know this person. I don't really want to do it, you know what I mean? But then it took me a little while to read the script. And when I read it, I was like, oh, I'm with it. You know what I mean? And we did the Double Standard series, and a lot of people liked it. We did the premiere. A lot of people came out, checked it out. So we working on season 2. We don't know when that's coming yet, but we working on that. And I'm doing a documentary right now. It's almost done. We have a few more interviews to do. That's called Small City, Big Problems. Deals with the gun violence, violence in the city, period. You know what I mean? So that hopefully will be out like next month. We're trying to find a place where we could film it and invite everybody to come out. Trying to find a place where we could show it and invite everybody to come out to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if everything goes well, we'll be able to do that. And then we're going to start over Ghetto Celebs again, but we changed the name to The Bag. And the reason why I did that was because that's really what it's about. We did a joint in 2005 called The Rough Draft. Me and my cousin, he passed away. But it was basically about a bag that glowed. You know what I mean? And the reason why the bag glowed, people didn't know that at the time. And, you know, it was because, to me, the bag represented the future. It was kind of like you making all your dreams into reality and people trying to shatter it. You know what I mean? So you're always paranoid. Every time somebody got the bag, they was always paranoid. So let's just say you got it. You got the bag and I'm sitting here with you. You're just looking around and you're just paranoid because in your mind you like, I know he knows I got this bag. I have to keep it sacred. You know what I mean? Because he's not going to shatter my dreams and mess everything up. And if you think about it, this is the way people are. You know what I mean? Every time you're trying to do something, you'll always find somebody that's trying to like downplay it or have some negative thoughts about it. You know what I mean? So I felt as though that's what that bag was all about. You know what I mean? And this is where we trying to revamp that now and do it.
That sounds interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
Was the first one same theme?
The Rough Draft, yeah.
The Rough Draft.
So we did a whole movie. Back then, we didn't know what we was doing. Like, we had little handheld cameras. We didn't know
but I like the idea of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the idea of it.
Yeah, we didn't know about tripods and monopods and all these other stuff and shotgun mics, but we had the idea in our mind of what we was going to do, so we did it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be even... And now we turned it into episodes instead.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's
digestible.
Yeah, it's digestible.
Especially these days.
Yeah, especially these days. You can't get somebody to sit in front of the TV for a whole hour.
Nope.
They just like, no. For real, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's great, man. So definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, Little City Big Problems. I've been seeing you guys promote that across social media. So, definitely interested in checking that out.
Yeah, so
and,
we got...
The bag sounds great, too.
Yeah, Stan, Serena, you know what I mean? We all helping each other out, man. And anybody else that want to be a part of it, man, you know what I mean? We're not turning anyone away, man. You know, people be having a lot of pride and stuff like that. I don't want to talk to you, man, but this is not the time for that, bro.
Yeah.
It's 2018, man. Like, you could find me easily, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is punch a Madir Wear, be like, I want to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? That goes for anybody, man. Even other people that do things, you know what I mean? I always try to, like, hit them up, give them words of encouragement, man. You see on all my Instagram pages, you'll see, like, little failure is not an option, or, you know what I mean, winning is not as nearly as hard as the preparation to win. These are just little tools I'll be trying to shoot out there to people, you know what I mean, and let them know, like, yo, keep going, whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
Do it, man. You know, so...
Yeah, man, it is that time, man, for people to come together and just start creating.
Start creating, man. Get together, start creating. I posted something today about that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody come together, start creating, do what you have to do, you know what I mean? Get together. We don't want to be last in the line. We want to be first in the line, you know what I mean? Or at least on an equal playing field.
Yep.
You know, absolutely. So.
Yeah, we definitely got to rep this city. Let me check this, see if anybody had any comments there. People are definitely checking you out. Yes, man.
I see my nephew up there, Terrell J.S. Green.
You can see that.
Yep, my brother Pierre. What's up, fam? Everything's good.
Awesome.
Kenya. Oh, good. They all up there. Appreciate the love.
Join kicking back on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Well, yep. So tell them again where they can go and find you at. So they can get...
You could just Google it, man. M.A.D.I.R. W.E.A.R. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. Just look for the MW logo. You know what I mean? I'm there.
Yeah. Definitely check out the past projects. He got a lot of stuff going all the way back. I went on YouTube and checked them out, and I see him doing stuff all the way back in the early 2000s or whatever. And you know, just still doing work today and continuing to do that. So support the brother, be a part, because I like how Lad put it, Bad Lad, because we're in like the Rhode Island, the Providence Renaissance.
Everybody's doing something trying to make it happen.
I think it's definitely, like you said, a good time to do that. So we definitely want to be able to support, and we're glad that you're able to come and tell your story and share a little bit with the people on the podcast, bro.
Glad I could, man. I appreciate the love. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, as you know, anytime, man. When you get closer to dropping whatever you want to come and talk again, just hit me up and we'll do it again, bro.
For sure. Small City Big Problems, man. Look out for that one, man. It's gonna be moving. It's gonna be moving, and it's gonna be probably the best thing I ever done, man. We got people on there, man, really, like, you know what I mean, breaking down, man, because we been taking some hits, man, you know what I mean? These kids, these mothers of these kids, man, you know what I'm saying? I lost my nephew too, man, my cousin, you know what I mean? Like close friends, like, we take a lot of hits, man, that we shouldn't be taking for no reason. You know what I mean? For no reason, man. And I don't think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I got kids. I wouldn't want that to happen to me at all. You know what I mean? Because there won't be no coming back from that for real. So we gotta get together and make it right. You know what I mean? That's what this is about.
Yeah.
Small City Big Problems is probably gonna be my best. And I know I've done a bunch of other stuff, but this is gonna be the best one to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most important for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll definitely look out for that. I will look out for that, and if you're able to pull something together and it works out with the viewing and stuff like that, I'm interested. So either way, I'll check it out, support you. But I appreciate you coming by, brother.
Appreciate the love.
Man, Madir.
For sure.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Until next time. Peace.